What is up, guys? Stark here. Today we're going to be taking a look at the new Coliseum batch that just got released, and in this one we're going to be taking a look at Zephyr himself. Now, this Coliseum is pretty tricky because I believe it is the first one that has 4 bosses if you count Zephyr. So, you know, it is really difficult. Thankfully, Croc clears it pretty easily, although it is still pretty tricky. But yeah, you need level 3 chains, level 3 despair. I guess technically you don't need level 3 chains, but level 3 despair is pretty much a must-have. You pretty much need max specials because you only really have like a couple stages to stall. Like this first stage here is pretty much your like main stalling ground. So just be careful with who you target on this stage. You don't want to do unnecessary damage to the turtle. Even if that means you gotta take some hits from his fodder. Obviously you're using Croc, so you want to do that, but I kind of generally try not to take any hits on this stage just because, you know, we're gonna take some damage on the next stage, and, you know, I don't want to lose unnecessarily early, but as you can see there, we did have to take a hit. It's not really a big deal. If you do get meat orbs, you know, you could consider just going ahead and using them on the first stage, but you know, the lower our HP here, the easier it will be to clear the next stage and then the stage after that. So it's not really a bad thing, but I feel like it's safer if you just have, you know, near full HP going into stage 2. Obviously you're going to take hits from the turtles and you don't want to heal that back, but you know, it's I don't know, it's really tricky. You know, it just came out, so I haven't really finalized the strategy for this team, but I'd say, you know, once I get the hang of it, it'll be pretty easy. Stage 4 is pretty much the only really hard part, but we'll get to that in a little bit. So here we go, we have Bins here on stage 2, and he's going to chain a random unit every turn, and each time is going to be 1 turn longer than the last. So these Marines here have 6 HP each, I believe, so just go ahead and, you know, clear those guys out first. Don't worry too much about Bins. He attacks for, I believe, like 7,000 damage, so you shouldn't have too much difficulty killing him. You know, usually I end up just taking a hit from this guy anyway, just to get our HP low enough for Ein. Because we're going to be using Robin on stage 2, so, you know, after stage 2 your HP is kind of irrelevant. But Ein does attack for, I believe, 4,000 damage in that area. So you definitely want to make sure you can actually take a hit from her, because you probably will have to. Probably shouldn't have done that. Okay, we're good. Just trying to get as many turns as possible of stalling. I really didn't need to do it, just, you know, my specials are good to go. But generally you want to kill Bins before he, you know, in the first 4 turns. You know, if you wait till turn 5, then you're not going to be able to have access to a unit for Ein here. So Ein's going to despair both your captains for 4 turns, which really sucks. But, you know, don't worry about it. Just kill the Marines on the outside, and just leave Ein alone. She will attack you, but you should have enough HP at this point to take that hit. Pretty much all you want to do here is just make sure you kill all the Marines with 1 cooldown, because Robin's special is going to kill the remaining ones. So just go ahead, use Robin's special here, and as long as you hit all your perfects, you should have no problems killing Ein on this stage. Alright, here we go. It's pretty simple. This is kind of a tricky part, but moving on here to Sengoku, who is a pain in the ass. So he's going to put up a major defense buff, and then he's going to summon fodder units. And that's kind of why this is, you know, such a pain. Luckily, we didn't get anyone on a 1-turn cooldown, which is awesome. So just go ahead and use Croc special, and then Kuma special. Now, we got really lucky because none of them have a 1-turn cooldown, but sometimes they do. And obviously with 100 HP, you can't kill them all and take any hits, so you have to kind of be careful. And if you don't kill Sengoku, he will revive all the units that you killed, so it's really tricky, and they come out with random cooldowns, so I kind of hate the luck factor here, but we did get lucky this time. So just go ahead and attack with all your characters and take out Sengoku pretty easily if you can focus all your attacks on him. But if not, you know, sometimes he'll survive with like 1% HP and it's so frustrating. But after that though, it's a cakewalk. Just kill the rest of these units. They have very little HP. And then you move on to Zephyr himself, who's actually probably the easiest part of this Coliseum. So he's going to clear buffs and put up immunity. And he's on a 2-turn cooldown, but he's probably not going to last that long. So just use Croc, Drake, and Dovey, and go ahead and take out Zephyr. Alright, so we did miss our perfect there, but we do have a second turn to just go ahead and do the job here. And that is the good thing, you know, like when he's on a 2-turn cooldown instead of a 1, because then it would be so much more annoying if you accidentally miss a perfect there at the end like I did. But there you go, guys. It is a little tricky, but after, you know, a few rounds of practice, you should be able to knock this out pretty easily. And, you know, it's a movie content, so he's probably not going to be around very often, so take advantage of it. There are 4 hours as of recording this video left before skill up goes away. So I'm going to be grinding this out as much as I possibly can in this next 4 hours to max this guy out. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys